What is hidden in this 42-word Hebrew prayer that for almost 2,000 years was practically concealed from humanity? And now it's time to reveal spectacular secrets. Kabbalah gives us incredible secrets that can turn your life around completely. We are going to study very deeply. I'm going to reveal to you, God willing, impressive secrets of this prayer, this 42-word prayer, that the great sage Rabbi Nechunya ben Hakana, a holy Tana from about 2,000 years ago, a great Jewish sage, gave us to truly have impressive blessings, spectacular secrets, which, God willing, I want to reveal to you first. Ana Beyoa, as I told you, 42 Hebrew letters that hide secrets, impressive secrets, one of the sacred names of the Creator, amazing, spectacular. Well, let's see. First, I want to recite for you Ana Beyoa in Hebrew with a spectacular melody. If God wills it, may it touch your heart, your innermost being. Because we are going to start with Hebrew letters, letters that hide secrets, that if revealed first, as God told you to reveal, Ana Bejoa, I said spectacular letters, that Ana Bejoa, I said 49, the universe, all of creation, 22 letters in Hebrew, spectacular. So we are going to start in Hebrew, then I will translate it for you and start to explain some spectacular, incredible things very well. Spectacular Anam, Ana Bejoa, God I want, Ana Bejoa, I told you spectacular letters that God reveals. Like the Harim, when God reveals to you, Kabel rinat amcha sagveinu tahareinu nora nagibo. Those who seek your oneness. Like the pupil, protect them, mercifully purify them. In your righteous mercy, always bestow kindness upon them. Mighty and holy in your great goodness. Nahel adatecha yachid. Exalted One, turn to your people, those who remember your holiness, hear our plea. Your holiness, Ushma, your holiness, exalted One, our plea. Impressive. Ana Beyoach. Ana Bejoach, Bejoai Getulati Minjata Tiritzerura. I'm about to start translating it into Spanish for you. And we're going to start talking in depth about this prayer, this spectacular prayer. Ana, please, I beg you. With the great power of your right hand, free those who are bound. Receive the song of your people, strengthen us, purify us. Please, protect like the apple of your eye those who declare the unity of your name. Bless them, purify them, and always show them your mercy. Mighty and holy, guide your people with your great kindness. Unique and exalted, look upon your people who remember your holiness. Accept our cry, hear our call, you who know all secrets. Impressive. Obviously, Hebrew, as I told you, is what we call the sacred language, letters, 22 letters that are vessels of creation. That's a concept from Kabbalah, but basically each letter is like a vessel of light. Impressive. As I told you, the Creator creates His world at every moment with the 22 Hebrew letters. So it's impressive. Well, let's talk a little now. Let's give you a bit of context. 42 letters. 42 letters. And as I told you, one of the sacred names of the Creator is hidden, impressive. In this great spectacular prayer, Ana Bekoa, there is a similarity at the numerical level. It's 42. If you watched my video, I recently talked about the essence of the parasha, the weekly portion of the Torah. I mentioned there that there are 42 stations through which the people of Israel pass from Egypt to the land of Israel. That is, from the moment the Creator takes us out of Egypt with great, as you know, obviously great miracles, the 10 great plagues, the Red Sea opens, we leave, we receive the Torah. And during those 40 years in the desert, we were in 42 places, 42 stations before reaching the land of Israel. After 40 years, very well. As you know, obviously the Creator, everything He does has a purpose for our good. And these 42 stations have a purpose. To go from, as I said, from place to place and to grow spiritually, emotionally in our relationships, in our bond with the Creator and with those around us. Impressive. Therefore, these 42 stations also have a very strong connection with Ana Bekoach, obviously. Now, going to Ana Bekoach, I want to start with the first word, Ana, and also take you to an incredible scene that you surely know. What I'm referring to is, which is when we were at Mount Sinai and the Creator gave us the Torah. That scene was so impressive, unique in history. The word Ana can be translated as please, I beg you. Now please do this now. Basically, Ana is a plea. Ana Bekoach gedulat yemincha. Please, I beg you, with your great right hand, free the bound. Very well. Now, the word Ana is a very interesting word, and now I want to take you to something impressive that happened. In the first commandment, I'm going to tell you in Hebrew, you probably know it, which is the first commandment that our God gives to the people of Israel. Basically, in Hebrew, it's Anochi, Anochi, Hashem Elokecha, Asher Hotzeiticha, Meretz Mitzrayim Ve'et Avadim. The Creator addresses each person of the people of Israel. Because as you will see, now I'm going to explain to you in Hebrew, it's Ani Hashem Elokecha, I am God, your God. Elokecha is your God, I'm speaking to you. He doesn't speak only to the people, but in the first commandment, the Creator addresses each person, Ani Hashem. The word Anohi, sorry, not Anochi, Anohi, Ani is Anohi, it's also I, but said in another way. Anohai, says the Creator, Anohai is also like I. Anohai, Hashem Elokecha, I am God, your God. Aserot Asherot Setiha, Meretimitrami, who took you out of the land of Egypt, Mi Beit Abadim, from the house of slavery, from the land of Egypt, from the house of slavery. Very good. Now the first word is, as I told you, Anohi. Anohi. Our wise men say that in the word Anohi there is a very interesting acronym hidden. A very interesting acronym. In Aramaic, not in Hebrew, but in Aramaic, which is the following. It's Ana, I'll translate it. Ana nafshi kitavit via avit. I wrote my soul down and gave it over. That is to say, the Creator in the first commandment tells us something impressive. That the Creator gives the Torah, and it's as if, metaphorically, He puts His soul into the Torah. Imagine how impressive that is. The Creator says, Ana, I, nafshi, my soul. Katavit, I wrote it, and Yahavit, and I gave it in ancient Aramaic, not in Hebrew, in Aramaic, ancient Aramaic. The language that was spoken in Babylon was like what English is today. Aramaic was essentially like that then. And the Creator tells us, I'm telling you all of this, obviously as I understand it, as I study it, in my own words, obviously. The Creator says, I'm giving you the Torah. You should know that the Torah is basically my soul written down for you, and for the good of all humanity. As I said, I'm using my own words. What does it mean? Ana nafshi tavit veyahavit, which is the first word of Ana Bekoach. Ana, I beg you, please. But I want to give you some amazing context for what Ana also means in this respect. The Creator is closely connected to Ana Bekoach, obviously. The Creator tells us the Torah that we received on Mount Sinai is the written Torah, obviously. And the oral Torah, which the Creator taught to Moses. We need to understand that the written Torah is the Torah we know, the one that is written down, and the oral Torah is the unbroken tradition that began. Moses was the Creator's first student, obviously. Moses taught it to the sages, to the people of Israel, and this continued from rabbi to student until today, and for eternity, God willing. In other words, it is an uninterrupted Torah. We know perfectly well from teacher to student thousands of years back, it is an unbroken chain. It was never broken, Baruch Hashem, thank God. And that it continues into eternity is what the Creator tells us in the Torah, that this is eternal. Obviously, it is an eternal teaching. So understanding this, we have to see that there is a bond of life with the Creator here. The Torah is a bond of life. And in Hebrew, it is called Torat Haim, a Torah of life, a Torah of life. So it's impressive. Therefore, already in the first word of Ana Bekoach, when we say Ana, as I told you, it means I beg you, I plead with you. But understand that when you say the word Ana, remember that this also has to do with the connection. That in any prayer, in any act of prayer, there is a bond of life between us and the Creator, of course. So now let's go a little deeper into what Ana Bekoach is. Very well. Ana Bekoach Ana. Impressive. Please, I beg you, with the great power of your right hand, release those who are bound. Let's talk about some concepts. First, Gedulati Minha. Gedulati Minha means with the great power of your right hand. Yemen means right. And we ask the Creator that please, with the coach, with the strength of his right hand, of his kindness, of his strength, please, to basically free those who are bound. So now let's talk about what it means to free those who are bound. It's an impressive, spectacular concept. Basically, you have to understand, to free those who are bound is, you have to understand that we could explain it in the following way. We are basically made up of soul and body. Soul and body are like a kind of chain. Obviously, the Creator gives us the soul in our body, and the body should in some way be a vehicle for the soul. Imagine that. It's a rider and a horse. The question is, for example, who leads whom? Unfortunately, as you know, many people are led by their earthly desires. In a way, they let the horse lead the rider. Imagine what the fate of that rider will be. It really won't be good. The ideal is that our soul, which is the rider, leads the horse to the right place. Obviously, with a lot of care for the horse. When the horse wants to eat, let it have time to eat. When the horse wants to rest, let it rest. When the horse wants to have a moment of peace and graze, let it graze. Of course, there is a bond of affection and love between the rider and the horse, between the soul and the body. Obviously, there would be no point in the rider constantly being angry with the horse because the horse wants to eat or wants to sleep or wants to graze. Of course not. There has to be a bond of understanding, of empathy, of course. But the question is always who leads whom. Therefore, the Creator gives us, as it is said in Hebrew, Helech Elo Kamin Mal Mamash. The Creator gives us our soul, which is, in a certain sense, a part of the Creator. This is meant metaphorically, but the Kabbalists explain it to us in a very profound way. That basically the Creator in some way places it in our being, in our body. A spark of holiness that is our soul, and it is part of the Creator. It is part of the Creator. It's impressive. We have something very sacred within us. But as I once heard, it's very interesting. We have to think. A lot of people say, I have a soul inside. That's how it works. I have a soul inside. What is he really saying? That person identifies with the most physical part and says, I, me, my body, my being, has a soul inside. But that's not correct. On a deeper level, the soul has you. The soul has you. That is, it's not that you have your soul within you. Rather, the soul, which is a part of Hashem, of the Creator, in some way has you, and you are here to serve your soul. This may seem semantic, but it's actually profound. On the level of what will your next second be? How will you choose it? If you see yourself as someone who has a soul and therefore tries to figure out how to listen to your soul, or if you understand that your soul is what's real and what's powerful, and it has us, the slightly lower part, or much lower depending on the levels we go to, down to the most physical part, and that we should serve that soul. That is to say, the soul is our rider. And what we have to do is basically connect, get in sync, and be connected to that rider, which is our soul, with a lot of joy and a lot of love. and a lot of empathy. Therefore, we ask the Creator, free those who are bound, free those who are bound. Here we can see how many times, in a way, we complicate our own lives. We feel like, think about it, someone who distracted had a thread in their hand and started making knots. Distracted, making knots. Then after 15 or 20 minutes, half an hour, they realize that they filled that thread with knots. Now they want to untie one and it's very tight, and after 5 or 10 minutes they manage to untie it. Then there are like 100 more knots. What a complication. What a complication. Many times in our lives we make things complicated for ourselves. We make things complicated for ourselves with life's challenges, with basically what life throws at us. Basically, we have a lot of people who want to build a career. They want to make money. They want to study this, study that. And at work, someone spoke rudely to them and something happened in their family. They had an argument, with a friend. I mean, life is a bunch of knots, of complications. Obviously, the Creator does everything for our good, to help us grow spiritually. They're like I told you, in the stations, the 42 stations in the desert that the Israelites went through from Mitzrayim, from Egypt to the land of Israel. We went through 42 stations and we grew and learned and grew and learned. They weren't just geographical places, but places with a very particular essence where you had to learn something and move on to the next level. And that's what happened, thank God, until we reached the land of Israel, which today, thank God, I and millions of Jewish men and women have the merit of living in the Holy Land, in Eretz HaKodesh, in the land of Israel, Baruch Hashem, thank God. Therefore, think about how our lives are often tied and entangled in many knots. We ask the Creator, please, please, with the great power of your right hand, with your right hand, your kindness and your strength, please unravel those complications we have. For what purpose? To connect with you and fulfill our mission in life. And this, basically, I want to wrap up here, which is obviously Anna. Bekoach continues, thank God, but I wanted to touch on some very crucial, very central points. Just as I understand it a bit, I share what I studied, what I understand, I share it with you as well. In fact, I would love to know what you think. If it resonated with you, tell me here in the comments, Open your heart and tell me all about it. But before you tell me, I want to start wrapping up what I wanted to say, that as I told you, on one hand, Ana Bekoach, this prayer of 42 sacred words continues, obviously, but I touched on certain points, very, very, in my opinion, very important. Because the whole point here, with like any prayer to the Creator, basically we have to understand that this is really our real strength, the strength of Emunah. What is Emunah? Emunah is generally translated as faith, but we know that in Judaism, faith is built, the connection with the Creator is built, and for that, the Creator, in some way, as our Kabbalist sages explain, the Creator created this world. For what purpose? To give us the merit of connecting with Him, to have a relationship, a very close, very intimate bond with the Creator, that we speak with the Creator, talk to the Creator every day without seeking eloquence, with your own words, ask Him for guidance, ask Him for advice, tell Him what hurts you, what your dreams are, what bothers you and what you like, talk to Him, open your heart to Him. For that, the Creator, in a certain way or in a great way, created our world, this whole world, all of creation. For what? To give us the merit of connecting with Him. Isn't that right? Well, Ana Bekoach. So this was, in a way, a spectacular opportunity to somehow talk about the power of Emunah. That we also ask the Creator in some way, when, as I understand it, when we ask Him to untie these knots I mentioned, to free those who are bound. Basically, to give our neshama, our soul, really the possibility to truly express itself through our body in a clean and pristine way, without knots that complicate it. Simply that our body, our being, is in total harmony with our soul, that we are a clean and pure conduit so that our soul can truly reveal itself through our body, through our being. And as I told you at the beginning, basically that rider and horse move in sync without any kind of confrontation. Basically that the body, that our being, our body, which is the lowest part of our soul, obviously it should be totally united and synchronized and totally adapted to our soul, and that our soul truly has this vehicle, which is us. The most important part, when one says I, and touches their chest, basically, we are totally united with our soul. In a way, let's make this world a place where the Creator's divine presence has room. That is, in Hebrew, dirabat achtonim, that the Creator made this world to have a dirabat achtonim, basically a dwelling in this world. How? How can we prepare it? By doing what we're saying, by being the best we can be. Basically, that our soul is conveyed and expressed through our being in a pure and pristine way. And in this way, we allow the Creator to make His divine presence dwell in our world. Because thanks to your merit in some way, with every good action you do, every good thought you have, every good word you say, you prepare this world to be a place for the Creator's dwelling. So imagine it visually. I'm going to give you a visual example. Our sages explain this about marriage. Our sages say, they say this. I'll say it in Hebrew, then I'll translate it. That way you'll understand very well what I'm explaining, God willing. It says like this, Oshlam, if it's not exact, it's pretty close. I'll tell you the context. Our sages explain the following. A married couple who refine themselves, who refine their personal qualities, the divine presence dwells with them. If, God forbid, they don't refine themselves, they're selfish, they constantly want to receive and not give, receive and not give. Which basically, as I was telling you today, is the dichotomy between body and soul. The body, on an animal level, wants to receive, to enjoy this world and not give to others, but the soul, on the contrary, wants to give and help. We said there should be synchronization and that the body should serve the soul. Perfect. And God forbid the couple do not refine themselves. They only want to receive. Fire dwells in that house. As you know, fire on a metaphorical level is anger and shouting and God forbid very negative things. But let's go to the positive now. Sahu. Sahu is refinement. Refinement. If they refine their personal qualities, if they focus on giving to the other, the Shekinah, the divine presence dwells with them. Impressive. So imagine visually the husband comes home and his attitude is not like this. I arrived taking up a lot of space. What are you going to give me today? What did you prepare for me to eat? Is the house tidy? Did the kids do their homework? He's not like that. No, he comes in with a lot of humility, with just one question. How can I help? I noticed the dishes are still there. No one even has to say anything. I can start washing them, clean the floor, help the kids with homework, assist the woman if she forgot something at the supermarket, and go get it. That is, with much more of a mindset of asking how I can help, with a lot of attentiveness, sensitivity, and empathy. Not like this, but like this. And the woman too, it's not, you just got here. What did you bring me? No, the woman is like, welcome, beloved husband. Obviously, this can be different. The wife arrives and the husband is helping with the children, the daughters and sons with their homework. The order doesn't matter. What matters is the attitude. Basically like, beloved husband, welcome, how was work? Look, I made you some food. I mean, basically the woman is like this and the husband is like this too. Basically, think about it. Each one takes up very little space. Therefore, if each one takes up very little space, they leave a lot of room in the middle for the Shekinah, the divine presence and love between them. But if each one takes up a lot of space, there's barely any space between them for the Shekinah, metaphorically speaking. The Creator is everything, above all includes all, and is the source of everything. But basically, the Creator gives us free will as a gift. Basically, according to what we do, say, and think, that's how the Creator, that is, that gift, gives us the ability to choose how to live a life of holiness. And therefore to make room for the Creator, obviously in a metaphorical way, through the free will that the Creator gives us at every moment. Choose life, and you will choose life, to be much closer to us depending on our attitude. The Creator obviously constantly wants to be by our side, to embrace us. The Creator loves you and trusts you and follows you every moment and embraces you, but the question is whether you let Him, in a certain metaphorical way, enter your life. Obviously, the Creator is not going to force Himself upon you. This is a connection. The Creator wants, as I told you before, a connection with you. The Creator in some way waits for you to open the door to Him. Obviously, all of this is on a metaphorical level. Obviously, as I told you, the Creator is everything. We, all Jewish men and women, say every day, twice a day, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Creator is one, the Creator is our God. Shema Yisrael, hear, O Israel. Hashem Eloheinu, the Creator is our God. Hashem Echad, the Creator is one. There is nothing outside of Him. The Creator is the origin of everything. He is above everything. He includes everything. He is the Creator, of course. But as I told you, along with this, the Creator decides to give us the greatest gift there is, which is free will, the true ability to choose. In your life, what is your reason, if I may ask? What is your true will? And that the Creator leaves to you, leaves it for you, untouched, so that you can choose what your decision in life is, what it is that you want. If you want a connection with the Creator, if you want to do good, if you want to give, to contribute, obviously you bring a lot of joy to the Creator. Of course, it's a connection, you create a bond, you make your life a life with purpose, it's amazing. Therefore, to sum up what we were talking about, the connection with the Creator is so important. And to make, God willing, your life, as I told you, Zahu, if you refine yourself, the Shekinah, the Divine Presence, is in every marriage. Zahu, if they refine themselves, the Shekinah, the Divine Presence, is in that marriage, because they give a lot of space to the Creator, so that He can truly be present in that home. Obviously, the Creator, as I told you, gives you the gift of being able to have a connection with Him. The Creator is amazing. The Creator is called in Hebrew the Creator, and Sof Baruch Hashem. So, well, to sum up, Ana Bekoach, we ask Shem to help us fulfill our mission in life, that we are given the merit to fulfill our mission in life at every moment with great joy, a very good heart, purity of heart, to do good constantly, on the level of thought, word, and action. To bring much joy to the Creator, to bring much joy to those around us, to the whole world, God willing, to all of creation. And God willing, if you use your free will in the right way to fulfill the Creator's will, you can reach levels that even the angels, as our wise Kabbalists explain, cannot reach, because the angels do not have free will like you do. It's amazing, you have free will, it's an incredible, amazing gift. So, well, I'm going to put, God willing, down here in the video description, several links to my beloved community Israel High, where you can request information. It's amazing. We recently opened a Hebrew Wisdom Club. I'll also put a link, and I'll also add a WhatsApp number so you can request information about my community. Amazing, impressive, about Hebrew, secrets of Hebrew, it's incredible. So may everything come with the greatest and sweetest blessings, as we say in Hebrew, Baraja ve'atzlaja, blessing and success.